Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into the new Dell S2725QS monitor. We've got the reviews, the specs, and our mission really is to figure out, is this thing actually the budget sweet spot everyone's talking about? And, what do you really need to know before maybe buying it?
Yeah, and the hook here, the real tension, is Dell offering 4K resolution and 120 hertz for somewhere around, what, $350? That kind of price for those specs, that feels almost too good to be true, historically speaking.
Exactly. It feels like a big shift. Okay, so let's unpack that value. What are you actually getting in the box for that pretty aggressive price?
Right. Well, you're getting, first off, clarity. It's a 27-inch 4K IPS panel, so text, details, everything just looks incredibly sharp compared to lower res monitors.
And the 120 hertz, that's not just for gaming, right?
No, not at all. It makes everything feel smoother. Just browsing, scrolling through documents, even watching videos. It's just a nicer, more fluid experience day to day.
Okay. And the panel type IPS, that usually means good color. Yeah.
That's a big plus here. Sources say the color accuracy is pretty solid right out of the box. So for casual photo editing, maybe some light video work, or just enjoying media, it's going to look good without endless tweaking.
And the design, they didn't just slap cheap plastic on it.
No, actually, the design gets good marks. It's got that modern look, slim bezels, a clean white and gray finish. Looks quite professional, actually.
Oh, and the stand. Does it have decent adjustment? That's always my pet peeve with budget monitors.
Good news there. It's fully adjustable. Tilt, swivel, height adjustment. They didn't skimp on the ergonomics, which is great to see at this price.
Okay, so far so good. Sharp, smooth, good colors, decent design. Sounds perfect. But there have to be trade-offs to hit that $300 mark.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is crucial. You need to understand what this monitor isn't. It's not aiming for premium HDR performance, and it's definitely not an esports grade gaming monitor.
Right. So let's tackle the picture quality downsides first. You mentioned IPS means good color, but what about contrast? That's usually the weakness.
Exactly. Like most IPS panels, especially in this price range, the contrast isn't amazing. In a dark room, blacks will tend to look more like dark gray. There's no fancy local dimming tech here.
Explain local dimming quickly.
Sure. High-end monitors use it to control the backlight in zones, dimming parts of the screen for darker scenes to get, much deeper blacks and better contrast. This monitor just has one backlight, basically. So HDR content, you'll display it, but it won't have that wow factor. It's a very basic HDR.
Got it. So manage expectations on HDR and black levels. Now, speed. 120 hertz sounds fast, but competitive gamers look at response time. How does it stack up there?
Yeah, that's probably the biggest sacrifice for serious gamers. The pixel response time, how fast pixels change color, isn't on par with those super fast gaming monitors.
So what does that mean in practice?
It means if you're playing really fast-paced shooters like competitive FPS games, you'll likely notice some motion blur or ghosting behind fast-moving objects. It's fine for casual gaming, though.
And it has FreeSync, right, to help with screen tearing.
It does, yes. AMD FreeSync support is included, which helps sync the monitor's refresh rate with your graphics card's output for smoother, casual gameplay. So good for RPGs, strategy games, that sort of thing. Just not ideal for esports.
Okay, what about getting things connected? Ports.
That's another area where they clearly saved some costs. You get the
Yeah.
essentials, HDMI 2.1, DisplayPort 1.4, but there's no USB-C hub.
Ooh, no USB-C. That's a big miss for laptop users, isn't it? One cable for everything is so convenient.
It is a definite convenience cut, yeah. If you rely on that single cable setup for video, data, and maybe power delivery, this monitor doesn't offer it. You'll need separate cables. It's a clear choice they made to keep the price down.
And speakers. Built in.
Now's them, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're basic. Fine for system sounds or maybe a quick YouTube video or a video call, but you wouldn't want to watch a movie or play games using them. Pretty typical for built-in monitor speakers, honestly.
Right. So let's sort of pull this all together. If someone's listening, thinking about buying this, what's the bottom line?
The bottom line is, the Dell S2725QS is a really strong contender. If your priority is getting sharp 4K resolution and that smooth 120 hertz refresh rate for everyday productivity, browsing, media consumption, and some casual gaming, it nails those core specs for the price.
But you're consciously trading away premium features. You're not getting amazing HDR contrast. You're not getting top-tier gaming response times. And you lose the convenience of USB-C.
Precisely.
Yeah.
You're buying it for that fantastic panel clarity and smoothness for general use, knowing the limitations in those other areas. It's about efficiency and hitting that core value proposition.
It really does set a new baseline for what you can expect from a sort of standard monitor, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. A couple of years ago, 4K 120 Hz was strictly high-end territory. Now it's becoming accessible.
Okay, so final thought for everyone listening. If this level of performance, 4K, 120 hertz, decent colors, is hitting the $350 sweet spot now, what does that imply? What are we going to consider the absolute minimum acceptable features for even a basic everyday monitor, just say a year or two down the line? That's the really interesting question, isn't it? The pace of change is just accelerating.
Something to think about. That's all for this deep dive.